harassment.
Not legal.
I did report her for frauding the government, just so you know.
So, because if I was, I would go into hiding. What did you think?
Nope, I think that's an excuse, bitch. That's what I think. I think that that's what you use as like a manipulation tactic. That's what I think. Gabby, how come nobody sticks around for long enough?
Yeah, she doesn't have anybody.
That? You don't realize
there's not a single person that is still her friend other than Karen since the day I watched her.
Everybody else is saying about you is right, so they flip ship and come over here. Every fucking time, bitch. Every time.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, be so for real.
You be so for real. 33 years old. Put the fucking internet in front of your kids, bitch.
Internet. That's what she says.
Who the fuck
internet.
are you talking to? You got life all the way fucked up. You should be fucking embarrassed.
I know.
The fact that you don't feel mortified over your behavior tells me everything I need to know about you.
Billings on YouTube.
Everything.
Ugh. But don't accuse. Don't accuse. Don't put false information out there.
Yeah, Gabi.
That's fucking rich coming from you. You hear me?
No, she's not.
Rich coming from you, bitch. I got a Dropbox.
She is not live
every day because your series.
She is talking to Gabi. Yes.
You know?
No, Gabi, like, she's talking to Gabi through the video, but she's also playing a video from Gabi. Gabi's not in
there. Yes, Tracy, he can. He absolutely can.
No.
Did she just no
You have a very punchable face. Did anybody ever tell you that, Gabrielle? That face you just made, I fucking wish you would.
Anyway, I am taking a stand for bringing awareness to cyberbully that...
No, you're making a fucking mockery out of it. That's what you're doing. You are making a mockery out of it. Everything that you fucking touch, you disrespect. Every fucking thing that you do, you disrespect.
Yes, ma'am.
I will not be on this app as long
your favorite villain
as much as I am now.
40 fucking hours in 5 days, you stupid bitch. Over 40 hours. And still counting.
No, she's not in the chat.
It was earlier today.
She's just playing her video.
40 fucking hours in 5 days. You know what's fucking wild? You don't even get paid to do it. Why don't you go do something productive with your life?
Yeah, she's not monetized, which is weird.
Get a fucking GED. Do something.
I am proving a point where they cannot...
You're not proving a point. I promise you. Not a single point has been made by you, Gabi. The only point that you're
40 hours
is that everything in your
the
life
10th of May.
To a social
40 hours. And that's just what Mouse Potatoes caught.
No, you, Gabi, but social is like things that you're doing in your free time, right? You know what I mean? Also, while
40 hours on live,
about it in the chat, that kid is not autistic, Gabi. I mean, nonverbal. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck
Yeah, that's one thing I will guarantee.
Why don't you answer for that?
In 5 days, 40 hours in 5 days.
For the fact that you've been telling people that he's nonverbal on this here internet, she's not monetized. Why don't you answer for that? He's not nonverbal. You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's the same one.
Somebody out for it about a month ago, right?
I'll ask.
Said, well, he doesn't speak in full sentences. He fucking does now, bitch. He does now. I know he is. I heard him.
But I don't think so.
He is delayed, not nonverbal, 100%. So why don't you at least answer for those lies? Let me tell you something. Normal mothers, okay, they do everything in their power to make sure that, like, if their kid is about to be diagnosed with something, right, they don't want to just throw labels at their kids. You must be the only person I've ever seen be pushing stuff like that. It's fucking weird.
Thank you, Kim.
Scare you, threaten you, hurt you, just to get you off the app.
Girl, people just want you to tell the truth, and you're too fucking stupid to realize that it's that fucking simple. So you do all this extra shit, and you wind up harming your reputation even more. The truth, Gabi, it's that fucking simple. Wild.
And until I prove my point,
Oh, fuck.
then I will get off.
Girl, you're never gonna prove your point because your point isn't based in fucking reality. Does that help? Does that help you understand? You're never going to prove the point because sane people don't find your point to be based in fucking reality, bitch.
Yes, this is live.
This is embarrassing for you. There is no point. You are so fucking delusional, okay? You don't understand the reason that nobody is taking your point is because it is not the facts. Correct. This is true. So let me go back a second because I want y'all to see that comment. Hold on. Sorry, I fucked up. Wild. I know.
Anyway, I am taking a stand
Okay.
for bringing awareness to cyberbully that
You might want to sit the fuck down. How about that?
I will not be on this app as long as or as much.
You couldn't get off this app for a fucking day. You can't get off this app for your kid. You can't get off this app for your fucking fiance. You can't get off this app to take a fucking shower. You can't get off this app to have sex. You can't get off this app to bathe your fucking kid, bitch. You don't get off the app. What the fuck are you talking about?
As I am now.
Why?
I am
Thank you.
proving a point
Thank you for the
where
gifts.
they cannot skip.
Can't get off the internet to potty train your kid. He just goes into the bathroom himself.
And then plays in his poop and
You,
pee in the toilet.
threaten you, hurt you, just to get you off the app.
Wild.
We don't want you off.
And until I prove my point,
Comment. I encourage everyone to call Lee County.
I think it was an old
about
addict.
her being person of interest in several investigations.
We don't want you off. We want you to be a better mother.
That is the truth. But I'm going to request.
I would love to watch you become a good
Contact me
mother.
first, please. What we don't want is people calling up and muddying shit up, right? There are specific people that are involved with doing it because they're doing it in a sane, rational, and concise manner. All right? We don't need everybody doing it. W.
Aw, thank
then I
you.
will get off.
Yep, crazy Lacey. It's crazy.
8 missed the dog. 8 missed the dog. What dog?
I know.
Mm-hmm. It stands for lemon lime crumble.
It might as well, bitch. It might as well. Because
I know I love
did
the
it stop
butterflies.
anything? I'm
No,
just
I was never
wondering.
a mod for Gabby.
I was just wondering, did it do
Never a mod for
anything?
Gabby.
I don't think it did much. It made you look like an idiot because you don't have like the brain
Aw, thank
power
you.
to
I've never seen that one
understand that
before.
certain things are public record, and maybe certain things you shouldn't
Thank
lie
you.
about, if you know what I mean. You know?
I don't know if I'll ever be able to achieve this color
Because
again.
I feel
but-
like Chelsea, no one's listening to me.
Because you're fucking psychotic at this point. Earth to Gabrielle, nobody's listening because it is not the truth. It is your version of some fucking warped, induced psychosis.
No.
It is fucking wild.
Lemon lime cookie?
Good morning.
Something like that. Lemon lime something. Yeah, it was done. How long in between my
they're all in
colorings?
love with me. Listen.
Like my hair
I
coloring?
am their girl
Like
crush.
6 months.
Hey, Gabby.
Cookie
Not to
crumble.
flex or anything,
Crumble.
the first girl that I
Lemon
ever
lime
hooked up
crumble.
with, she was a Playboy bunny. All right. like centerfold of the month type shit. Okay, I promise you that it would not be you. Okay, it would not be you. Like, not
Yeah, she
even
does.
like on a solid 100 list, it would not be you. Okay,
That's
so
what
you
we're
should
listening
just
to.
get rid of that because it's.
How do you
it's
hold
not
color so well?
Hey Alexa, play Girl Crush.
Ugh, fuck shit.
Wild.
I don't know, I guess.
Wild.
Let me go turn this up. Hold on. Alexa, turn up to 10.
Wild.
I make sure I wash
The
my hair in
fucking
like as
delusions
cold
of
water as
crazy- Bro,
possible
what do
as
you
I
have
can
to be jealous
stand.
of?
That I do.
Can anybody tell me what Gabrielle Jacobson, she does
No, it's not.
DJ, that anybody would be jealous of? I
Oh,
have
do me.
an
Do I
education. Okay. My 2 kids, grown, successful college students, so they're
Do I color?
already
Yes,
more
I do
advanced
color my
than
own
you,
hair.
right? At fucking 15
Sorry.
years younger. Okay. I fucking support myself just fine. Don't gotta live off the government. I never ignored my children in order to feed my own ego type things. You know, I never did stuff like that. What the fuck do you have, Gabi, to be jealous of?
Why?
Your son asked you
Why,
for like
Pinky?
something this morning, I think it was, and you said, I don't have any money. Well, I don't have that problem.
And she's
I
scared.
just bought my son today a new grill for his Cadillac because he got into an accident. I sure did. So, what exactly is people jealous of?
Do you say your name Lorene?
Weird.
Like Een? You're jealous of Gabby? I know, I'm jealous of Gabby too.
I want you guys to listen
so
to
jealous.
Oh,
I'm so jealous.
Okay, well I go play. I want you guys to go listen to something.
Yeah, I'm certainly not
Thank
jealous
you.
of a man that needs an
Oh, it's a color you
extender.
haven't used?
Okay. Just so you know.
Yeah, Karen brought him home.
Right. Yeah. No, never that either, Raquel.
I know.
My name is Gabrielle.
Oh, yeah.
Just listen.
We're talking about
I mean, it's not,
Can you shut off the comments for a
it's not
second?
super healthy down here, but
I want you guys to listen to this.
I was gonna bring up that thing.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll show you. I'll go get it.
Gabi, nobody is listening to you. Do you understand why nobody is listening to you? No? Honestly, I like my man with a backbone. I'm just being real. Silly spout, that man is not a man, in my opinion. A real man would have picked up his kid and fucking walked out the door, leaving this bitch high and dry. Period. Period. Never in a million years. That's not a man, in my opinion. You know? Right, I wouldn't go near Aaron. Aaron disgusts me too. He gets on the fucking, grabs the live and like starts threatening people. It's fucking embarrassing. You know? Johnny. Hold on. Let me get further than I need to because I'm not listening to this bitch spew her fucking. But y'all, you'll see in things that I address, you'll see me do this in the comments. So you could like follow up on your own. Yeah. So you could always see like my commentary. You could read it.
Okay. So I have one of
I'm
these.
actually a really good driver. My
then you
son is a
Comb it, it turns on and it combs and it gets all your split ends. I do this quite often.
Rear-ended somebody, but that because he rear-ended somebody, it was his fault. But he needed a new grill for his caddy needed a new grill. 11. I'm trying to see where I'm at. I'm sorry. Where's Gabby's mother? Not giving a shit apparently, because not my kid. Not my kid. Ain't no fucking way, bitch, would my kid be acting like that.
I can tell you. So it can take a place on social media. Gaming
I don't
platform.
know. It just says hair trimmer. I got it from the TikTok shop. I know that.
Gabby, did you cite
Let me
that
look.
source,
Let me
Gab?
look. I'll find one.
I'm wondering.
Including spreading lies about or posting
I'm wondering.
photos of video.
We know that you didn't write that shit. Just so you know.
You feel hurt or you think of
Hold on.
Nobody is mistaking that for something that you wrote, okay? Jesse, she doesn't even know what MLA is, you know? Let's be serious.
need to turn off my.
If Aaron thinks
I bet
she's a
you
good
do.
mother,
What's happening?
that must
Stop
mean that
messaging
he
me
didn't
right
grow up
now.
in a very
That
good
Telegram
household
group
either.
blowing you up, huh?
You instead of with you, then the joke has gone too far. If it continues even after you've asked the person to stop and you are still feeling upset,
Hey, Gabi, I ask you to stop lying about serious situations for fucking attention and to victimize yourself. Because you didn't listen, this is what I'm gonna do. How do you like that? Your behavior is the problem. The fact that you
Yeah.
can't fucking see it is it's a mental health issue. You got a problem, bitch.
it's bullying.
So if you go on like TikTok
When
Shop
the bullying takes place online,
and you just
results
type in
unwanted
hair split
attention
end
from wide
trimmer, a bunch of
range
different
people,
ones pop
including
up.
strangers, wherever it may happen. If you are not happy about
And
it,
I legit do
you
it like
should
once a
not
month.
have to stand for it.
Amen.
Call it what you will.
I don't
If you
know,
feel
it just
bad
says-
and it doesn't stop.
I call it narcissistic personality disorder, coupled with chemically induced psychosis. That's what I call it. You know, maybe
Blu-ray hair care
narcissistic
is like
personality
one.
disorder and psychosis exasperated by stimulant abuse. How's that? I know, way above your pay grade, Gabi.
Then it's worth getting help. Stop cyberbullying.
They really
It's
don't
not
have a
just
name.
about
It's weird.
calling out
I got it off
bullies.
TikTok Shop.
It's also about recognizing that everyone deserves respect, and it's real life.
It's just a multifunctional hair split end
What
trimmer.
are the effects of cyberbullying? When bullying happens online, it can feel as if you are being attacked everywhere, even inside your own home. It can seem like there's no escape. The effects can last.
Hey, you know what the
Friday.
escape is?
Yeah, this
Get
is,
the fuck off the live. Problem solved. Imagine
Hold on, I'll show you.
Get the fuck off the internet and your
I might have to
problems
charge
will
it.
disappear. Isn't that crazy? I know.
A long time.
I gotta put it
Affect
on the
a person
charger for a
in many
minute.
ways, right? First is mentally feeling upset, embarrassed, stupid, even afraid or angry. Emotionally,
Wow. I know
feeling
she's
ashamed.
different.
or losing interest in the things that you love. Physically, tired, lost of sleep, especially.
I would also, you know, that's probably from the Adderall too. Just, you know.
Like headaches, like getting headaches or stomach aches.
What?
The feeling of being laughed at or harassed by others can prevent people from speaking up or trying to deal with the problem. In extreme cases, cyberbullying can even lead to people their own lives.
Mm-hmm.
Even that nod is a fucking attempt at emotional manipulation. Okay? This is why you get what you get, dummy.
Cyberbullying can affect us
Yep.
in many ways,
I
but
know.
these can be overcome and people can regain the confidence and health. All right, let's talk about how can cyberbullying affect my mental health.
Could we talk about the fact that this is definitely written about children, like middle school, high school age children, and not you? Could we talk about that or no? Could we talk about the fact that you most definitely didn't write this when you have no fucking idea what a comma, a semicolon, or a fucking period, or a goddamn paragraph chapter are? Could we talk about that or no? You know? Could we talk about the fact that you wrote a book that is composed of 42 fucking paragraphs thinking that you did something? Okay? No, we don't want to talk about any of that. We just want to talk about cyberbullying.
Health. When you experience cyberbullying, you might start to feel ashamed, nervous, anxious, insecure about what people say or think about you. This can lead to withdrawing from friends.
Gabi, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news, bitch. You don't give a single fuck what people say about you. I said what I said. You want to know how I know that you don't give a fuck what people say about you? Because you do absolutely fucking nothing to change it. Yeah, zero self-reflection in order to recognize that it is your behavior and your actions that are causing people to have the reactions to you that they're having. Therefore, you can't change it.
It's still
Family,
charging.
negative thoughts, and
Laura,
and self-talk, feeling guilty about things you did or did not do, or feeling that you're being judged, negatively, feeling alone, overwhelmed, frequent headaches, nausea, stomach aches are also common. You can lose your motivation.
It's got to be
do
mentally
things that
draining.
you usually enjoy doing, and feeling isolated.
What the fuck do you like doing outside of sitting on a live stream? I'm just wondering.
Oh, it's because I kept pausing it. Yeah, no, it's because I had to pause it a couple of times.
This can also have a negative feeling and thoughts, which can affect your mental health and well-being. Let's also
I probably didn't miss much.
I'm sorry, y'all. I moved, and now I'm like on top of my laptop.
Who should I talk to if I...
Hey, Gabs, dude. Gabs?
There.
Almost. You
I'm
almost
with it.
got it. I've said things that I shouldn't have. I've done things that I shouldn't have. Named them. Apologize to the people that you hurt, and maybe then you wouldn't get the problems you get.
It's Villains live on YouTube that she's having right now.
You know, they come at me and,
Well, that's weird. You know, like, people come in my chat all the time and try to trigger me, and I kind of just tell them to fuck off and keep it moving. So you're telling me that the only bad things about you on the internet were reactional?
Internet,
Is that what
I
you're
love
saying,
it.
Gabrielle? Because that's not the truth, hon.
No, I doubt it.
they get me going.
I'm sure she's embarrassed as fuck.
When
Honestly.
someone said, when you have a feral cat, and you
Have I done
push
the
this
other
feral
colors?
cat back into a
What
corner,
other
I
colors?
love this analogy.
what is that feral cat going to do?
The internet is the feral cat, you stupid fuck. Do you understand that? Not you. Not you. The internet and the people that you have
Thank you.
offended with your
Oh yeah, I've done
behavior
other colors.
and pissed off, they're the feral cat. Dummy.
Hold on, I'll show you.
Okay?
That feral cat is going to claw,
Mad Love
and
Creations.
scratch and bite,
Back out,
and it's going to push
then search
its
my
way
name,
out, right?
and go into
Yeah,
my
that's exactly
profile,
what people are trying to do.
and
get
then
you
click on
to
my live
fucking
that way, and you
recognize
won't
that your
get
behavior
backed out.
is shitty, and it's not the internet's fault that you're a piece of shit, Gabby.
Okay. That's exactly what you're doing to me. And it's the truth. You like push me into a corner until I explode.
Or, you know, call me crazy. You could just not lie, you know, about serious things. You could just not neglect your kid. For people on the internet, you could not manufacture documents. You could not harass people using the court system. There are so many things, Ms.
Is there really
Gabrielle
only 70
Jacobson,
people
that
in here?
you could do
I wonder where
in
everybody
order
went.
to avoid any type of pushback, right? But no, not you. Not you. Fucking embarrassing. The lack of self-awareness is embarrassing.
That's where a lot of you guys see these videos of me upset.
Yeah, there was like
angry.
700 the last time I looked. Now there's only 70.
I'm just gonna give like straight, really, I don't give a fuck if you're upset. I really don't. I don't give a
Hi,
fuck if you're
Thunk.
upset. I don't give a fuck if you're angry, because everything happening to you
Yeah, it's
is
alright.
a consequence of your actions. Okay? Okay.
Yeah,
Yelling,
I'm gonna guess
screaming.
it's probably wrong because the
when
number's
people
not moving at
come
all.
into my chat,
I
Yeah.
don't come to your chat. Next.
they say some horrible things.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And they
'cause-
know what triggers me. Anybody would do the exact same thing.
no, they wouldn't.
No. No.
Anybody would scream. Anybody would yell.
No.
People say that, Gabby, I would have probably done a lot worse than you.
Who?
It-
I hardly doubt that anybody told you that they would do worse than faking a fucking miscarriage, bitch. I highly doubt that people told you that they would do worse than send pictures of your kids' private parts to strangers on the fucking internet. I'm gonna bet my life that nobody has told you that they would do worse than create a fake law firm using a real attorney's name. Nah, no, ma'am, absolutely not.
They tell me, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you sit there.
Gabby, I hate to tell you, but those people are probably trolling you. You know, because nobody that has fucking logical thinking, all right, would look at your situation and say, this is quite nobody thinks you're a victim, Gabby. I promise you, nobody thinks you're a
Let
victim.
these people do this to you.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know either. Now, I'm not the perfect mom.
Oh,
I've done mom mistakes.
Mom, that's debatable. That's debatable. Mom mistakes typically don't include lying and trying to push a diagnosis on your kid so that you could get some fucking sympathy and attention or excuse his terrible behavior. Yeah, that's not a mom mistake. Mom mistake might be ignoring and not correcting his behavior, therefore allowing it to escalate because he doesn't understand what consequences are because you were on the internet, you know?
And she sent the picture. She sent it two different times,
yes,
not the same picture.
Patricia,
she took the picture, another picture at a different time, and sent it asking for advice.
And try to do better. You are a pattern. Yeah, your mistakes, Gabrielle, are a pattern, and that is why you have thousands of people that are telling you what you've done wrong on the internet that you refuse to listen to or change or try to do better in any way, shape, or form. All right?
I've talked about it on many different platforms.
I'm sure you did.
No, I'm not.
That I'm not the perfect mom.
I got other
accounts. I have a lot of patience to deal with my autistic child.
I don't think you have patience at all. I sure don't. I saw you hit that kid out of fucking anger. That's not patience. I see you call his fucking father home from a job because you can't fucking handle him.
Pantene.
Guess what? Yeah. They're easier to parent at 2 than they are at 4. And if they get to 4 and they already have destructive patterns of behavior, you're going to have a really hard time correcting that by the time he's 12. All right? Just being real, okay?
I have a lot of patience.
I don't think you have patience at all.
And it's not easy.
You're right. You're right. It is absolutely not easy to be the mom of a special needs kid. But let me tell you something, bitch. You stigmatize that. That's what you do. Because you, for some reason, fucked up
I can be sometimes.
Think that his
it's not
behavior
just Gabby, though.
is anything related to autism, which it's not. It's not. I am not a medical professional. In my opinion, it's probably like a combination of ADHD and ODD, right? That's just my opinion. Just letting you know, okay? But no, ma'am. I have come into contact with children that are autistic that have never acted the way your kid does, okay? That is shitty parenting on your part, bitch.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Because that's what it looks like in your fucking mind. And you think
No, I think she's just embarrassed, Megan.
Oh, he's autistic, so he acts like that. Nobody does that because that is not how autistic children behave. So nobody, I promise you,
you're okay,
nobody does that.
Honestly, I just think she's embarrassed right now.
Nobody.
And she doesn't know how to, she doesn't really know how to get by on that one.
I have never seen a child that is autistic act the way he does. That is a fucking excuse. And all it does is show that you, Gabby, it's you. It's just letting you know. That's what you think it is. But you don't have the brain power to understand logical thinking, right? You don't understand that when people are looking at you, right, that's not what they see. It's just not. That too, right, Jesse? She does a lot of screaming, right? Hey, Gabby, monkey see, monkey do, dummy, right? Isn't that what you say? 100%. 100% a product of the environment, y'all.
Unless you are in our foot, or if you are, you'll only understand if you're in our shoes.
Okay? Wrong. My son had ODD. Most kids grow out of it. Okay?
I cannot.
Do you know what's important, Gabby? Do you want to know how?
Understand how she doesn't see how bad she is right now.
Structure, discipline, correcting bad behaviors. All right?
No, hold on.
You are wrong. What you are doing is reinforcing those bad behaviors because you don't correct them.
Brownie,
what you do is recognize that poor kid's father. I'm gonna call daddy to come home. Bitch, be a mother. Okay?
I didn't see
everything that you're doing is almost counterproductive.
Brownie, she got a knock on the door. She went to go, this is right now, yes. She went to go answer the door or whatever, and it was a guy looking for a free lawnmower that was there was something posted on, not Reddit, Craigslist, right? She starts freaking out. She dials 911, and then the guy comes back or whatever. And so then she's spazzing, and come to find out that it was an ad for the neighbors. The neighbor came out and said, oh, I'm the one that you've been messaging or whatever about it. And she dialed 911, like she freaked. She spazzed.
Productive to that kid's fucking development. Don't even get me fucking started on you saying that the fucking teacher told you not to reinforce things, okay? Because I will say it again. My children were not delayed in learning in any way, shape, or form, and we were told to reinforce the things that they learn at school. All right?
Yeah, she deactivated her maid.
No way that a kid that does need extra help, that teacher isn't telling you to reinforce what he's being taught, he's being learned. Okay? And if you fucking think that school doesn't know what you're doing, bitch, you're wrong. I promise you're wrong. I know, man.
Okay. But it's the truth.
Yeah, and, right. I think that you would be able to tell the truth if your fucking life depended on it. Period.
And it's not easy, and
no,
it's very overwhelming, and it takes a special mom to deal with things like.
And you ain't it, honey. Do you understand me?
You're
not it. You're failing. You're failing him. I want you to fucking understand that. I want you to understand that you are failing him.
The cops were very annoyed. Sorry, I'm catching up on the comments.
Can't even bathe the poor kid without getting off a fucking live stream with the phone in the bathroom while this kid is taking a fucking shower. You are disgusting. Disgusting.
Yep, Nugget. Okay, it reset. Okay, yeah, because I was like, only 70? There was like 600 in here.
You're right. It does take a special mother, and I promise you, you're not it. I have said it before, and I will say it again. In my opinion, moms that are moms to special needs children, y'all are like super mods. Okay? Y'all, moms, I'm sorry.
No, she's not talking. Like she's talking moms. To her, but Gabby's not in there.
So much more than like a mom who doesn't have
I'm sure she is, or she will.
And that ain't you, Gabby. You can't even get off the fucking internet and take care of the kid and feed him a fucking solid meal that isn't some type of processed shit. When was the last time that kid ate a fucking vegetable?
Thank you, Kim.
It's disgusting. Disgusting.
I do not come on here and hurt people.
She absolutely does.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Gabby, I have over 100 emails in my email of people that you have hurt and offended with your fucking behavior. That's a lie.
Yeah, she did.
I don't, you guys.
You're a fucking idiot if you believe that. Okay? You are not
a
good
Josie girl,
person,
I just
Gabrielle
took a much-needed break.
You're not. You're good.
That's not my goal. It's never has been.
You know what your goal is? Attention. That's what your goal is. At any means necessary. To hell with everything that should matter in your fucking life because you need attention.
I firmly...
Bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
I firmly believe
what these people are doing is
Gabby was scared because of her
about things that
paranoia crap.
To fucking acknowledge yourself, bitch. Get it right.
Me of things that are not true.
Like what? I want to know. List them, bitch. I want you to list them.
That they have already been investigated. They have already had CPS at my door for 4 years. Never an open case.
You have an open case right now with CPS. Just so you know. You actually have an open case that involves some type of CSA and sexual something with the Cape Coral Police. Just so you know.
Never an open case.
That's a lie.
80 calls. 80 reports.
Not a fucking flex, dummy.
Not.
Okay? That is not a fucking flex. That is embarrassing for you. As a woman and as a fucking mother. Okay? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Never an open case.
That's a lie. CPS is involved currently, I promise y'all.
Because they're all false accusations, you guys.
That's also a lie, because I bet your level checks would come back fucking wild. I would probably bet my life about that.
Guys, all of them are.
Yeah, right?
But these people will not stop. And they're spreading lies.
I don't spread lies. I tell the truth. And no.
Yes, this
just
is live
for me,
right now.
I'm not going to stop until that kid is safe. Sorry.
And they're making me out to be the bad guy. And
You
that's
are the bad guy.
I know,
You
Lisa Marie,
are
where can I
the
find a guy that will
cause
let me
of
talk about
everything that you get.
my
okay?
TikTok drama
Every
and maybe even
single
join in a little
thing
bit with
that
me?
you get, that I see anyway, 100% started with you.
that's what it is. I'm not sitting here and trying to cover it up. It's been proven.
What's been proven? The fact that you're a liar? The fact that you neglect and fucking ignore your
What do you mean,
family
Dawn? How come she
for
won't
fucking
delete this
TikTok?
woman? What do you mean, Dawn? Like,
That's
what do you mean by your
fucking
question?
embarrassing. Have fun, Apple.
It's
Your hubby does? Oh, I
it's
want
not
to
bringing
find
awareness
someone
to
like
this.
that.
It's straight up being cyberbullied.
It supposedly
you know what?
resets
in
the
order
bots.
for me to be cyberbullying you, did you know that like I would have to go to your page? I bet you didn't know that. I encourage and
Yeah,
and
it
I
resets the
stand
bots.
firm on not allowing people to text
Thanks.
you,
I
call
appreciate
you,
it.
be in your chat, send you DMs. I don't encourage none of that behavior. But guess what?
Yeah, it's supposed
You
to save
do.
the life.
You sure do. I know you do. So, that's embarrassing.
Oh,
I never
Gabby,
gave them the location
because
for
Gabby
the
loves
break of
this.
You sure the
Gabby
fuck did.
loves
You
this.
sure did.
She loves
You even
having
lied about the dates
all of
originally.
us
Remember,
talking
you
about
sent me
her,
vouchers,
everything.
Aaron, and he said, "Oh, we're
This is
only
not a
going
replay.
for one day or some shit." But you
Because
had
it's
told
on
everybody
YouTube.
a week.
She's live on YouTube.
Remember? Yeah, you did.
Okay?
No, she was talking the other way around.
These people are so
My angel
obsessed
eyes.
with everything that I do and say.
Wild.
They stalk my every move.
I don't
Annalie?
give a fuck. Not a single fuck. Sorry.
Even when I'm not on the app,
Annalie?
you should see what they say about me.
I
Your
would
dad is gonna
prefer
be
you
here
not
soon.
being on the app, to be
I
completely
don't know.
honest.
Message him.
But you can't do it. You crave the,
So you know
the
when he's
attention
here.
so badly that
Oh, so
you
you
can't
can
do
go
it.
eat or go hang out with
I have,
Callie for her
I have taken
birthday.
a break.
No, you took a break
You're coming back
after
tonight.
court because you couldn't face the supporters that you had at the time, telling them the truth will come. The truth will come.
What was
Do you
it?
remember? I remember that. Right? So you took a little bit of a break because you didn't know what you were gonna say when they found out that you fucking lost again.
Don't yell.
All right? Let's remind you, Gabby,
I
the
got
courts
this,
have
and
told you
This is
no.
my score.
Multiple different courts, multiple different
what is
people,
two?
This is
multiple
the highest
different
score.
jurisdictions.
Oh, well, that's
okay?
pretty good because this is your first
Remember?
year.
All right?
Mhm.
Multiple police reports.
And then I got the award
So you
for
know.
Quiet Ninja.
No.
Because
Right?
I was so quiet at school.
Do you
What?
remember
You're
that
not
when
quiet
you were
here.
saying the truth?
That's
will come
awesome. Good
out?
job.
The truth will come out. Fucking wild.
Good job.
And they still go at me.
I go.
She-
Wait,
oh,
what do you
sorry.
mean with that? Find the video.
Sorry, my daughter just got home. She got
I know she did.
her band
She did.
score.
They're like, oh, where's Gabby? Gabby, come out. Come out. Come on, Gabby. Come on, scaredy cat.
Nugget, I have her
Yeah,
blocked
because
too.
9 times out of 10, when you take a break, it's because you're fucking running from something. That like what?
There's Uncrustables in the fridge.
Because you're being a pussy ass bitch that can't face your fucking behavior.
Ooh,
So yeah,
Dylan's hot. Dylan's hot, Annalie.
put your big girl panties on and be a fucking adult for once in your
She's mad.
pathetic ass life and own your shit like a real woman would.
They did come.
Right, Samantha?
Okay.
Come on, Gabby. Where are you? Come chat with us, Gabby.
I'll tell you where you're not.
Okay, it's charged a little
What
bit.
do you
See
think
this thing right
Gabby's
here.
doing?
This is all you do.
Being pathetic. on her couch, sulking like a fucking 4-year-old
And
and
it-
not parenting her kid. That's what I'm most sure.
I
You
tried
feeling?
calling you because you
I tried to call you back.
Where's Gabby today?
Yeah.
No,
I couldn't see a thing
you're
on the
on
screen
live.
outside.
40
it died
hours
again.
and
But yeah,
5
I just-
days, bitch.
And that's how I keep like all the split ends and stuff
I'm
off.
bored. Have you seen Gabby? Is she on today?
I don't think I never once asked those questions. Just so everybody understands.
And then all the hair goes in there.
When it came to Miss Ashy Cat,
Yeah,
because she
that's
was
how I
an
keep my
active
hair
addict
so
and,
it looks
you know,
like
we
the way
wanted
it
to make
is.
Sure she wasn't laying dead in her apartment. But that's not a concern with Gabby.
Let's go to other
Sorry.
people's boxes and talk about Gabby. When I'm not even on the internet. Let's body shame Gabby.
It just cuts
I
the
don't put
split
her
ends.
on
That's
her
it.
face, looking like a man.
Well, maybe if you
Somebody
didn't
asked how
report
I
like
kept
a
my hair
bitch,
looking this way,
you know,
so that's
maybe
what
if you didn't do
I was
so
telling
much
him.
reporting, people wouldn't have to do
That
it.
and I shave. I have an undercut. I need to get it. I need to cut it again.
No.
But
Let's destroy her life.
my hair is so thick.
You destroyed your life, and that's fucking sad. to
Oh,
be
she
honest.
is listening. Yeah.
Imagine destroying your life and not even getting any good like recognition out of it. Like you don't even have a decent platform that fucking stands for anything. You know, like
Hold on. I will pin this on my other page. I'll put it on my
You did
TikTok shop.
multiple occasions, 100%. You did it with the service dog thing that was reported to the
It was like
organization. You did it with the
$30
miscarriage.
bucks.
You
I've
definitely
had it for a
did
while.
with the autism diagnosis because you took another person's
You just-
documents. And there's even speculation that you did it with Aaron's doctor's note from recently. Just so you know. Wild. So interesting.
No matter what I
Yep,
say.
nice, like
or
I said,
do,
catches
you
all the hair in there. I
say,
do it like
nope,
once
you're
a
liar,
month.
Gabby. Nope, you're
I
a
don't-
liar, Gabby.
I don't know what it's
Hey,
called.
Gabby,
They don't have like
give you
things.
a little bit of advice. Try the
Hold on.
truth. Wild. I know. Try the truth. And then maybe that too, right? Mary, thank you. The fake cease and desist that you was so fucking selfish that you let that girl
It's
risk
on,
her entire career for you.
It's on
And what did
YouTube.
it do? What did cease and desist do for you, Gabby? That poor girl is completely, her entire career is fucked. Wild.
Nope, you're a liar, Gabby.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to see.
I
Let
know
me
that's
see.
right.
I'll find one at
I
good
know
price.
The thing is, you guys, is I stand up for myself. I'm not gonna let these people walk all over me, and I should.
Girl, you're doing it all yourself. I think that's the most embarrassing
Do
part
free
of all of it,
shipping.
right? Is that like you're doing it yourself. Hello? Is there anybody home in that fucking minds of yours? Honestly.
Shouldn't have to.
I agree.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make. It's not just me, but you should not have to be ran off.
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
path
I'll put it
because
in
of
right
what
now.
they're doing to you.
No, you.
Oh, well,
should
then
be a
you can,
grown-ass fucking adult and realize that the
I
consequences,
can-
because you clearly can't act right.
I don't know.
Because
There,
you're
you can get them on
fake
Amazon.
photos, right? You clearly are not going to act.
Yeah, I'll
right.
put it in my showcase. I'm doing it right now.
Somebody in
I
your
appreciate
life
it.
should say, "Hey, let's take TikTok away."
No
since
chance
you
of
can't
it cutting more than.
fucking
I've never.
act
It's
right."
never, ever.
You know what I mean?
Like if you're
But
afraid
you
for it to
can't
cut
do
your own
that.
hair,
You
it's
cannot
never done
put
that.
this out there.
I've always
So
only
you
ever
put
gotten.
TikTok in
Um,
front of your kid, in front of your family, in front
Show
of
you.
every other thing in your life, and it is really embarrassing. Do you know that TikTok
So-
isn't real life, Gabby?
see all
Do
that.
you know that? Do you know that your son is gonna grow up and be fucking embarrassed?
There isn't a
by the
name
things
on-
about
there
you
isn't a
on the
name
internet?
for
The
on
internet
this
is
one.
forever, bitch. Okay? And your son's friendships and those people, they're gonna be affected because
One of them is
people-
called like a
I
wavy
wouldn't
chick,
want my son around your
cordless
kids with
split
you
end hair
as
trimmer.
a fucking mother. Ain't no fucking way. You would have been on the you're
The
not
other one's
allowed
a
to
blue
hang out
ray
at this
hair
person's
care.
house list. Okay? That's what you're doing to him. But you don't give a fuck
And to show
because
you.
it's all about your selfish bitch ass.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't get a motherfucking thing, dude.
I do. Sometimes people, they need to be off the app.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I get it.
You get it, but you don't do it, right? You sure don't.
There's some creators that, okay, really?
Gabby, I have a legitimate question. Do you think it's at all normal? that
I'm gonna put a
people that
cheaper
have
one in, and then I'll
millions
put
of followers
it's
don't
on
deal with
YouTube.
what you deal with?
She's
You
live
don't-
on
you don't
YouTube. I'll
think
put
about
one
that?
that's a little bit more expensive.
Like,
people
you
can-
don't think about the fact that there are people that have a much larger follower than you do.
Okay.
Like, they have a much larger platform, and they don't have to deal with the shit that you deal with. That's a thing.
So if you go to my other, mine's or it's battery operated, but it's rechargeable.
You don't think about that stuff? Like if you're
So if you go to my other account, Shorty
Backflip,
Backflip, here I'll come in, and you can you can find it in my showcase there.
I am not Ash Trevino.
Oh, bitch. Let me tell you something. I don't really follow the Ash Trevino math, but I'll promise you, you are in the same class as those people that you're about to talk about.
I am not like
Oh, wait.
Adriel Ziegler,
Sure you
It's a glue.
or whatever you want to call her name.
I can pin now.
I am not anything what these people are.
Oh, I didn't mean to
saying.
invite you, Brownie.
I
Sorry.
beg to dis-
I mean, you can come
disagree.
up, but I didn't mean
See,
to.
Gabby, I sat back and I watched you for a couple of months before you even knew that I was about to address you. Okay? When you served Find Out with that cease and desist, I started paying attention from like a distance because I knew I was going to finish Victoria. And I knew I was wondering
There you
where
go.
I was
You
gonna
go to the
next.
pin
It
account,
just so happened.
and you can find
Your
it
stupid
in my
ass
showcase
faked that
there.
miscarriage, and that's what had me.
It's on
direct
YouTube.
My focus towards you. Okay? So you know when you tell people just sit back and watch, I did that. I did that. When you served Find Out with that cease and desist, I started
No, she's not
watching
talking to
from
her
a
directly.
distance just to see what was going on, right? And then you faked the miscarriage. So again, it was
Hey, birdie.
actions that had me shift my focus. Hot Dasta, what have you done regarding Lisa Richard? You want to tell me?
Oh.
Because I bet I did more than you.
I have her blocked too.
How about that?
She's
Wait,
another person
hold
I
on.
have blocked on here.
I want to know. I want to see that answer. What did you? Well, who have you reported Lisa Richard to? Yeah, who? Tell me. I bet I've done more
Finish
than
your
you
packing.
did.
No.
You want to bet?
What are you packing?
You don't want to bet on that. You don't want to bet on that. You know how easy it is for me to switch to Dropbox and just put in the reports in the search bar and it all pops up? LR is not changing. You're right.
Oh, fun.
You're right. She's not. But I promise you, I promise you,
Oh, anybody to do it?
that
Lisa
I've
Richard.
done more than probably 98% of the people that are pissed off that I don't cover Lisa Richard. You know? The commentary is always the least of what I do. Always.
You need a block list. I have
I
my
reported
block list consists
Lisa
of a lot of
To every agency.
old Kenesha trolls
that you
and a
could
lot
think
of
about,
my cyber
honestly.
stalker.
I'm sure that I have several recorded calls in Dropbox.
It's actually like 75% of
Adult
my
Protective Service.
cyber stalker,
Right.
and then the rest
That
are
was-
just like
that
old
was
trolls,
me.
and some people that I have
have had several
don't like me that
contacts
I
with
just, you know.
Pittsburgh cybercrimes, right? I've
but
done
it's
that.
not very big.
So it's
Yeah,
weird
she
to
hasn't
me,
been on here
if you
in
will,
over a year.
that people
Well, I take that
always
back. She was in
ask me-
comments and
right, that
Gabby's, but
too,
she hasn't been
Crimson,
live in
right?
over a year.
She doesn't have children in her possession that she's hurting every day. You could have left it.
Thank
You
you.
could have left it. I'm not worried about that. Because that's the crazy thing to me, right? Is that the people that are complaining about how I don't talk about Lisa Richard, I promise y'all, most of y'all, all you do is run around in comment section.
Yeah, I can talk about her
That
after
ain't what
this.
I do.
I was gonna kind of
Shannon
show
knows what I've done regarding Lisa Richard. Just because I choose
what a real
not
cyber
to
stalker
watch
is like.
somebody kill themselves on the fucking internet for a hit does not mean that I am okay with, that I co-sign
You don't see him in my
anything
showcase?
going on.
Is that what
okay?
you were saying?
But let me tell
Yeah,
you
I will. I
this.
can talk about it.
You know how to stop Lisa Richard? You want to know the answer? Stop giving her an audience.
Yeah, she's live on YouTube because
Stop doing it.
she's speaking her
what
mind.
What exactly do people need to watch Lisa Richard for? She does the same shit every fucking day, right? What are y'all waiting for? Nothing's gonna change. What are you
Villains.
watching for?
It's
The
on
people that are
Villains page.
continuing to give Lisa Richard
Oh,
an
she can be
audience,
blocked.
just as much of a problem in my eyes. Just my opinion. You know? That's just my opinion. I choose. Lisa
I
Richard
put 2 of them in
is
there.
not. I don't see it.
I put a cheaper one in and then a more expensive
Therefore,
one.
I refuse.
One for 15 and then
to
one for
watch
34.
Somebody continue to.
No, she's
attempt to
not.
kill
She's
themselves.
actually one of the people that runs
No, Kansas good.
that other Telegram
Sorry,
I hear.
wasn't keeping up with the comments. But I promise you,
Yeah.
anything that I could have done regarding Lisa Richard,
I don't know about
I
spread,
did.
but
I sure did. So why do I need to continue doing it?
my showcase.
It's kind of strange to me that people don't understand.
Because people wanted.
Like, I don't need
To know
cover
this.
Lisa Richard. It's
Yeah, I know.
fucking weird.
I can find her.
How many channels
Hold
cover
on, I'll
Lisa
go.
Richard?
I'll
I'm
block
just
her.
wondering, like, why? Do you know why people don't want to see Lisa Richard content anymore? Why do I need to do that? On top of the fact,
Everybody covers Lisa.
just my opinion, I won't cover Lisa Richard. It's not the type of thing that I want anything to do with. She no longer has children or pets in her
Yeah,
possession.
she has one. I don't,
Therefore,
and that's
it's
the
not
only Telegram that's been
necessarily a priority
around.
to me.
Like she legit has a Telegram because
If
she was
people
booted
want
out
Lisa
of
to stop
Reddit.
doing Lisa, stay out of her lives, stop giving her an audience. Right, it's fucking weird. It's just so, you know what's, it's strange to me because it's the ones that have not filed the first fucking report, right, that have something to say. You know, Tracy doing all this stuff that Tracy's got going on, all right? She asked me for proof that of the things that I've done regarding Lisa Richard. It took me 30 seconds to go into Dropbox and send it to her. I had no problem doing that. So to me, I could prove that damn near everything that I've done is recorded in some way, shape, or form. But it's not something that y'all gotta remember. In order for me to react, I have to watch this shit. Okay, I have to watch it. I don't want to watch Lisa Richard.
Lisa is one of those,
I
like,
just don't.
her rock bottom is the internet going
So,
away.
like, I think that a lot of people don't understand that.
Honestly.
You know, I don't want to deal with all of that. I just don't. I've already done everything that I could do regarding Lisa Richard, and in that case, my work here is done. It's done
Nope.
for me. There's nothing
When
more
I look on
can do.
when I
Does
look
that
on the
make
site
sense?
or whatever,
So just because I choose not to talk to her,
it just
talk
says it's
about her,
active still.
doesn't mean that I'm like,
just stop and
hey,
think.
Lisa. No, as a matter of fact, I haven't talked to Lisa through email in months, just so you know. But anyway, back to the one that I'm actually dealing with.
I am a mother of an,
This is her,
of
right?
an autistic child. First child, mind you.
That's her,
It
right?
is TikTok, but guess what? Guess what? The more that people, like, it blows my mind, honestly, because it's legitimately the same shit every day. It is the same shit every day. And I've said it before and I will say it again. It becomes the point.
No, not
that
Lisa.
awareness
I'm talking about the
becomes a
Florida girl.
double-edged sword.
That's her.
That's the point that
The
people
right
have
one.
with Lisa Richard. Ignoring her is the best thing to do right now. That's a fact. It has already come to the end of the line. Continuing to it's just not going to end well.
You. My
Thank you, pineapples. Perfect word. It Groundhog Day.
I think so.
Right? What's going to fucking change there? Nothing. The only person that could
That's
change
not the right
things is
one?
fucking Lisa.
my content is to uplift other moms.
Girl, maybe you should worry about you being a good mom before you attempt to uplift other moms.
Show other moms that they're not alone, that I'm right there trying to raise my autistic child with you.
Can you do it off the internet and not exploit
Oh, found
him?
it. Yeah, you're right. I was like, I thought that looked a little weird. Got her.
I don't know if you were here before, but she
Got
had a
her.
real problem with the AI photo of Karen and Aaron.
Got her.
Gabby, when you put pictures of your son on the internet, do you know how many pedophiles
Got
there
her.
are on TikTok? Do you worry? Because I
Got
would
her.
worry. There's a like I would worry that a pedophile is gonna take the fucking picture of my son and do something weird with it. You serve that boy up on a platter, dude.
Yeah, I
It
wouldn't
is
want
fucking disgusting.
my friend to
You
be
are
in a
sitting
group
in a live stream
where
with your kid
where
in his
people
fucking
are
underwear on the couch. Okay?
going at
It's
my
disgusting.
friend like that, you know?
And
For
you
her own
wanna
mental
talk about
health,
all
I
the
would want
shit
her
that
the
goes
fuck out
on
of
on
it.
the internet, but you're not protecting the most important thing to you so that you could get some fucking attention? That's
Yeah, she's still
wild
live
to
on
me.
YouTube.
I agree, Crystal. Because that kid's safety should come before fucking anything else in your world.
I have gotten other moms that said, Gabby, you are a wonderful mother.
They don't know who you are. They don't know who you are.
I know I am. Nobody has to tell me differently. I am not the perfect mom. I've made
You are delusional.
mistakes, but I learn from them
Don't.
and I grow. And that's all that you can do.
So busy. She was so busy on that live, Diane. She was so busy entertaining with her skits that the kid pissed in the fucking refrigerator. What the fuck?
I
Let's
missed
bring
that.
this
He
to
peed in the
point.
fridge.
They're
That's
also saying,
calling
oh,
for
you
attention.
smacked your son.
You 100% smacked that kid, Gabby. 100% smacked that kid. Sorry if I didn't see
No,
you.
I didn't.
Comments slowed down a bunch now. So I can finally see him now.
I tapped his mouth. They're saying that that's abuse, that I'm going to jail because of that.
That is abuse. Just so you know, Gabby, and what you're about to say is absolutely wrong. Figured I would let you know.
Well, go ahead. Call it in.
It's already been called in.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Thanks for your permission.
Because I already know the rules and where it's a corporal punishment. That's what Florida has. Corporal punishment.
Listen to this word salad, y'all.
A lot.
Listen to this word salad that she's about to say, and she's got it backwards.
Punishment. And the law is an open fist, open hand on the thigh or on the axe.
Uh-huh.
If it does not leave a mark
Uh-huh.
or a...
That's what's legal, by the way, okay? That word salad, what she meant to say is legally you are allowed to smack your kid with an open hand on their ass and not leave a mark. That's fact. So she said it backwards, okay?
a bruise, or you cannot use a hand
Correct.
of
Correct. So when you smacked him in his mouth, was that his ass? I'm just wondering. Do you not know the difference between somebody's ass and somebody's mouth?
Yeah.
Weird.
a shoe,
And
a belt, a whip, a flip flop. If you can't use any of that.
Right. But you're also wrong. You can use an open hand, okay,
Mhm.
and not leave a mark on the ass or the thigh. You, Gabby, hit him in the mouth.
Yeah.
So you legitimately just said that you broke the rules. You didn't realize
Yeah,
it
she's
because,
not
you know,
in a
just
live.
on that fucking mouth of yours. You don't pay attention.
She's
to what
just
you're
replaying
saying.
timestamps.
There's a difference between with autism and non-autistic children. There's different.
She can't
different
talk.
whatever.
She is
I
like-
looked into this and I've
she
talked to
is like,
CPS and I've talked to the police.
I don't think you should use them. to
Can't
triangulate
read,
when they're
like, I'm
openly
getting-
investigating you. Just getting that out there.
Her brain is starting to be
got my
fried.
reader.
It's like when you, it's like
I don't think you could fucking read.
this is your brain.
Let
This is your
alone do
brain
your
on
research.
Hugs. This is your brain on TikTok.
I legitimately think that you read things
Hi.
and it doesn't. Did you listen? I don't know if y'all have read that book or pamphlet that she thinks, but I promise you, Gabby, I'm trying to be mean, but girl, my kids could have wrote better than that in the 3rd fucking grade, dude.
Talk to the correct people about this. And they said, nope, you are good.
I don't believe you. I think you lied to them. They know that you lied to them, but you know.
I'm like, I know. So that's why I'm still here today, because I know I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Oh, you fucking sit. Hold my beer, bitch. Okay? That's all I gotta say to that.
What they're doing to me is wrong.
And yeah, something tells me you're really not gonna like it now that I got time and everybody else out of my way except you.
I'm taking a stand, as I should.
Well, I think you should take
Annalie?
several fucking seats instead of a stand because
Oh, okay. Never mind. She left. She's gonna go
Wild.
eat with her dad and her
It's crazy.
stepmom for her mom
know.
or for
Not doing nothing
her stepmom's
wrong.
birthday.
She wrote a book though, y'all. This is another thing I can't stand. The look off into space and just feel sorry for me. You're good. I'm not gonna be much longer anyway. It's mortifying to me. I would be so fucking embarrassed. It's crazy to me that so many of them don't.
Today was a
I
doozy,
say a
yes.
lot. I don't think that they
Listening to
have,
villain.
they don't feel the embarrassment emoji, right? Like they just fucking just don't even know what
I'm sure she's listening into it right now.
embarrassing is.
Ellie Mae.
Somebody in the comment. No, he said owie. He said owie when she hit him. And let's remember, okay, Gabi, also, maybe you shouldn't get pets if you can't afford.
Why would the cops go to a house and say, "Are you a raccoon?" What? I don't know. Why would they?
Just you know, I don't know. Something just tells me that if you can't afford to buy your son some type of toy, or you can't afford to take your dog to the vet, that you should not be getting another pet.
When
It's
is she?
simply more
The
expensive
day they
to
got
take
the
care
bearded
of,
dragon.
okay? Just saying. It is incredibly embarrassing that this is a full-grown fucking woman to me. It truly is crazy to me. I would be so embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed. Nah, it's crazy. Hold on. 30.
They're just jealous, or they envy me for God knows what.
Hold on. We're gonna go back because
Ellie,
I've always gotten bullied.
I bet.
what are you doing?
How the fuck do you
What are you
admit
doing?
that you've always been the problem, but not grasp that you've always been the problem? She legitimately just said, I've always been bullied. You are the problem, Gabi. I will never understand these people that legitimately have the same issues with the same
I don't
people in
know.
different
Honestly,
groups throughout their
I don't know
entire
if they're
life,
ever
and
gonna
they
step up.
still think that it's somebody else's behavior. That's crazy to me.
Yes, fun size has been so crazy.
Even during schools, but it's not easy coming on here and
Don't come on here. Nobody's begging you to come
No,
on here.
she
If you
hasn't.
Come on here, please do us
I
all a
honestly
favor.
think
Stay
she's
the fuck
embarrassed.
Off of here.
And
just trust me, it does bother me.
And don't come on.
I don't know.
About y'all,
She's
but how
embarrassed
people in the chat
and
do things that bother them.
doesn't know how to get out of
Yeah,
it.
you might want to look into
Hey,
the
Kate.
percentage of people that
How are
intentionally
you
trigger
doing?
themselves with PTSD. Because you look crazy. You look crazy coming on this fucking internet and telling people that you have PTSD.
Yeah, you might
from
be
the
right.
internet,
She just
but
doesn't
then
know how
sit
she's
on
going
a
to
fucking live
get out of
stream
it.
for 40 fucking hours,
know.
bitch. That's crazy.
No, they won't admit to it. They'll figure out a way. And if they do admit to it, there's always a loophole about it.
Are you tired? Do you have like a speech that you come and do every day? Notice that, okay? God also.
Yeah, go to if you want. It's on my
appreciate y'all
page.
streamers, okay? I understand that it's a lot, and I am so grateful that y'all are taking your time and doing it, okay? But does anyone notice that it's like we go through phases every fucking day? You know, does anybody else notice that? We say the same things. We say sing the same songs. We it's the same cycles of behaviors. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say rapid cycling bipolar, possibly. But this is fucking maddening. Do you know that people
I think
would
so.
fucking survive?
Or maybe
if
she'll
you
finally
didn't get on the
crash,
internet
you
and do
know?
the same thing you did yesterday.
But I don't know.
Same clothes.
Someone's got to say enough's enough. Because if nobody does anything, then these people think that they're untouchable.
There's nothing to do. You are the problem.
These people think that they're no one's going to stop them.
What happened to your army, Gab? Where's your armory?
What are you making for
Right?
dinner?
She had an armory, didn't she?
Karen did stuff.
What they're doing is not okay, you guys. It's not.
I agree.
Oh,
Just
she
to
can
say
blame
that.
us all
I'm the
she
person
wants.
that's going to make that
She an
very
idiot.
clear.
Martyr Gabby. Bitch, I promise you that I'm the person that's gonna make things.
Oh,
in
I
your
know. I
life
think that's why they
change a
kept
bit, okay?
knocking.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know.
Something tells me
Lasagna.
that I'm gonna be much more effective.
That sounds
than
good.
you will.
That sounds really good.
And if
I'm not a
I can
cooker,
talk
though.
through this
If anybody wants to come and be my
to get
live-in
to where I
chef,
need to be.
What
I'll buy all the
exactly
food
do
and you can
need
eat
to be?
too if you just cook it. And I'll do
where do we
dishes.
need to be? What's the solution to that?
This is Villains Live on YouTube.
then that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Uh-huh.
And if people
Ooh, that
wanna
sounds
hate
good,
me and
Stacey.
make
Pork chop.
videos,
Oh, that sounds good too. Sold to me. Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll buy all the food. You just gotta cook it. I hate cooking.
Y'all, I cannot.
I'm probably
I can't.
okay.
It's
I'm not
really
as bad as
crazy.
Allie Ray because
Oh, yeah.
I can't order. I can't order out. For one, I can't
try to
afford
skip
it. But
through it.
two, I don't
Yeah,
have any
God
place to
can't tell
order
y'all.
out.
She's the
But I
chosen
hate
one.
cooking
She's a
as
chosen
bad as she
one.
does.
Y'all, I don't
just
know,
have to do it,
Victoria. I don't know
Chicken
what our
parm
game
is.
is.
Oh
Insidious. I really.
no, I'll do dishes. Pork chops.
It's been,
Oh my
what's
goodness.
going on here? I thought I got it to where I got
Biscuits and
I need you
gravy.
guys to go ahead. My iPad needs to be charged.
You didn't
This
take
is
him.
another thing I
Have you
can't
taken
fucking
Aiden
stand.
to go get his chicken
Sorry,
yet?
listen to me.
Chicken Alfredo?
Listen. If all of your devices are always
Lasagna
they're all
rolls.
dying,
Oh, how do you make
right?
those?
It's okay to take
Fish
a
sticks. You
break
can have those, Mr.
and
Salmon.
fucking and let them charge, right? Like you don't
He
have
cooked,
to
yeah.
be
My
like,
ex-husband
on
cooked too.
them all the time. Do you know that? And she just rotates different.
Villain. She's getting to the end of it.
Really fast. I need you guys to go ahead. My iPad needs to be charged. So
You can't
No.
I'm
cook.
going live.
I don't need
I can't
any more
really either.
rabbit holes because apparently I can't stay out of it, and I'm not trying to do that to myself. But thank you.
Biscuits and gravy too.
So it's what goes around comes around 6.
Right. Hurry up.
It has a picture of Sonic on here.
Of course it does.
You can go to her YouTube, and it'll be in her live section.
Also, Gabby, just so you know, it's really bad if like you're trying
The
to
factor
like
meal is
take
easy,
people to
healthy,
court
is
and
very
stuff
good.
like that, but you're
Mm,
creating
that's awesome.
accounts.
Yeah, see, that's the
to
thing.
troll yourself
And to
and
eat
you're
healthy
texting
is
yourself, and
freaking
you're in Discord
expensive.
servers
Yes,
talking
Ange.
about yourself negatively, and now you're
Just
in
type in your
Telegram
favorite villain.
just to get some I love Savannah too. Just to get a reaction, so that you have something to talk about, to victimize yourself. It's not a good look.
Yeah, there's no wonder why that I'm at my heaviest weight I've ever
What
been.
app is that? What do you mean?
Because-
What app is that?
Telegram. It's Telegram.
Good morning.
It's Telegram.
Good morning. Good morning.
Right?
Good morning.
We do have there is a new
Morning.
Telegram group, by the way. There is a new Telegram group that Gabby is not a part of.
Amen. Jelly bean. Amen.
Benny's a buddy's a part of
And
the
my
other
dad
one.
is.
Can
Of course
somebody
it
tell
is.
me if it's been
Hey,
really
hey,
active
hey,
today?
Hey, stay off. How about you rotate devices? That's pretty much what I do. I use one device for one thing and another one for another one. But like
Active in
It's
mine or
always
active
this,
in the one
when
that
her
Gabby's
phone was
in?
dying, she legitimately was like having a fucking panic attack. So do I, Teresa. I just can't prove it yet. She was legitimately having a panic attack.
She's made
Trying to
one.
put the charger. Girl,
Thank you,
get
Benny.
the fuck off the internet. I
Okay,
know.
yeah.
That's why. So come on over here.
If you wanna
Hello.
message me on here and I can send you the
Yeah,
link
It's totally dead. See, it's
on
dead.
this account.
That's what happens.
And she's like blaming the charger, and I'm like, no, bitch.
Yeah, you guys have been
because
really
you're
active in the one I made, and that's great. I'm glad. I'm glad that
constantly. All right.
people are utilizing
hopefully
it. I
people
just
come
want
over here.
everybody to have a
Probably not,
safe
you know?
space to speak
Oh,
freely on their
man.
opinions on Gabi without her getting
Me too.
attention for it. You know what I mean?
Tara. Hi, Susie. Are you in the Telegram group? The comment says. Yes, she is. She is. Listen, y'all. I can't prove it, but I promise y'all.
If somebody wants to tell over there that there is a new one,
that created that chat.
it's gonna piss her off.
In order, see,
Because,
this is
like
the
I
thing,
said,
like,
if
a
I
lot of
find
us
out that she's in there, I'm gonna remove everybody.
Right?
You had to mute it. Yeah, you'll probably want to
that
mute the
she's gonna
notifications.
use
I did make a new one.
anything in order to victimize herself.
And if I
order
haven't
to
responded
bitch
to your
about her
messages, I
election.
promise I get
So
it.
why
I
would
just
any
have
of
to.
us let her in that group?
I haven't gone through all of them
We
from last
wouldn't.
night yet, even.
No, ma'am. We certainly wouldn't, because we don't want her to victimize herself. That's another thing that pisses me off about her, is the vast majority of people just want her to be honest. Nobody's going near this fucking dirty.
I haven't made
bitch.
mods yet, no.
Look, she even looks dirty with the filter. Who looks at her?
It's,
But just so that
A
I can
messaging
do,
app, a
like,
private
my due
messaging app?
diligence, if people are in that group, I'm going
Thank
to
you.
respect it and ask you to leave it. Y'all want to talk shit? Talk shit in a different group where she can't get
See,
into.
the
and use
villain
it
even
as
says,
a way
"Come to
victimize
mine."
herself.
Come to
You
mine.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's crazy to me. It's crazy, Jesse, isn't it? It's crazy. Crazy. Right. So that's just
Beth,
a pretty big red flag for me, to be honest.
Send me another message because I have not
Whenever
found yours.
Somebody doesn't allow people in that chat to like ask questions, not even like bad questions, just like a question, and then they get blocked. Like that's
Send
like
me a
red
message.
flag. Yeah, someone sent it to her. Sure. I don't believe. Y'all, once I catch you in a couple
And make sure once you get the
lies,
thing,
and this
once
is
you
more than
get
a couple years, it's
the
unreal.
link, you want
Yeah,
to go right away because
that's a rough one.
I'm
you know?
having
She's gonna
them
find out
expire.
the hard way, just like the rest of them do.
Yeah.
That I don't.
Yeah, turn
like.
off.
I got no tolerance for people that abuse children, and then especially as a means to victimize themselves.
Okay,
on the
Beth, you
internet
have
while
to
exploiting
copy
their
and
child.
paste.
I got nothing. Especially when it's your selfish motives there, right? Because everything that she does that hurts her kid, her family, everybody involved is done for her own selfish needs. Getting TikTok.
Yeah, you would have to download it.
That's crazy to me. Get off the fucking internet. Go enroll yourself in a fucking book club at a church, possibly.
It's just like gonna be like a send me a message gun. It's just gonna be it's just like a Reddit, like a private
it's only a matter of time before
thing
someone
to
flips back to the other
discuss
side again
Gabi,
anyway,
you know?
right? So like it's sad, and it blows my mind how a 33-year-old woman is so not self-aware enough to
If
see,
I don't know
hey,
who
maybe
you
I'm
are
the
and I've
problem.
never seen you around before,
Maybe I'm the
I may
problem. Maybe
ask you some questions
everybody
or
walks
vet you
the
through
fuck
other
away
people.
from me because I refuse to change anything about right. I'm sure she has like parenting classes.
So don't take it offensive.
With any type of CPS, you know. Well, I can't imagine that the pediatrician is thrilled, right? Yeah, 100%, Jesse. Oh, I don't find Dunebug. I'll be honest. I don't
If
think
you
that
want to
he's a
join,
man.
just send me a message.
I don't think that he
Yep.
needs to get his balls up out of her fucking pocketbook and do better for his kid. That's embarrassing to me. Am I uploading this right after? Yes. I just got to edit the music out. I'm about to end. But I hope everybody besides like the Gabbies and the Lori Jones and the Soba Blondies of the world, I hope everybody else has a good night. Don't be a piece of shit today. Gabi, something tells me that you're going to want to do your research and find out how thorough I am. Just general PSA, just because I don't discuss Lisa Richard does not mean I am okay with her behavior. All right, I'll say it again. Everything that could be done.
And just
that I
because
could have
people
done regarding
allow
Lisa
other
Richard,
people
I
in their
already did.
lives to
Right,
comment
so there's not
or
much to do
chat
there.
or whatever doesn't mean
All right, y'all.
that
I hope
we
everybody has a
support
good
the
night.
person
Thank
either.
you for coming.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
and
not...
I hope to see y'all soon.
Okay. Well, she's done. Okay. If you want to join the Telegram group.
I mean, obviously, like, I have some stipulations, like, he's definitely not talking to Bianca ever again.
Oh, sorry, Bianca. Send me a message. Nope, I just got it right now. I literally just opened yours. Yeah, you have to download Telegram. No, I don't want to battle. Decline. No, nope, I'm not in that Telegram. This is a whole new Telegram. This is one without Gabi. No Gabi. No Gabi. Yeah, nope, I did it because I watched her last night sit there and be like, okay, you need to watch this, and then notification. I have a lot of apps, guys, don't mind me. Notification. It is an app, yes. Come down, and the smirk, and she knew. If there's a snake in there for her, then I will remove everybody, and I will start over. Like, I don't care. I will do it. It's pretty easy to find out who her snakes and stuff are. Yeah. And she already knows that there's another one. So I know she'll be trying to get in. That's why. I know who most of you are. I've seen where most of you have been. There's just some of you that I don't. And so those are the ones that I'll have to ask other people or figure it out, you know? Good, I'm glad. Yeah, I know. She absolutely did. She wanted us to see it. I have no idea, Vicky. I've never been on favorited. Yep, if you want it, just send me a message. Okay, so my whole initial thing, did you guys hear on earlier when she was reading like bits and pieces of her cyberbullying and stuff like that? I know who you are, Empowers. So I had a conversation with Chat GBT, and I wanted everybody to listen to this, okay? Because then I am not picking things. She's telling me, you're hearing it straight out. Yeah, the pamphlet reading. Okay, I will get to everybody else when I'm done with the live. Someone in here is pretending to be me on Drew 1576, so please don't let them in. They have the same profile picture as you. There was a Drew that was in here way earlier, but it wasn't that profile picture. Hold on, let me see what the account name was. Yeah. Let me see. Settings. Blocked accounts. I might have to go in the other way. Yeah, I know. They had that profile picture, but I'm trying to see if it's the same one that she was the same Drew, so she knows. Okay. So, yeah, Drew 1576. Right now they have a picture of Monique and someone else. So it's not your profile picture. It's a picture of Monique and someone else. To worry about your laundry? Why? How dirty is your laundry? Probably not as dirty as theirs if they have to go around making all that fucking fake profile shit. Whose email? Whose email do you need? Is it glitching again? It's in. Yeah, Sarah, give me a second. I want to do the chat GBT thing first. That won't take very long. But anyways, Drew, I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, right now it's not your profile picture. It's a picture of Monique and someone else. Okay. So, I went and I asked ChatGPT okay. Let's listen. Hello?
I'm here. Looks like your message got cut off. What were you going to say?
Tell me the difference between freedom of speech and online bullying.
Sure thing. Freedom of speech is the right to express your opinions and ideas without censorship or punishment from the government. It covers a wide range of expression, including opinions, criticism, and even controversial or unpopular views, as long as it doesn't cross certain legal lines like incitement to violence or defamation. Online bullying, on the other hand, involves using digital platforms to harass, intimidate, or demean someone. It's characterized by repeated, targeted behavior meant to harm the victim emotionally or socially. This could include name-calling, spreading rumors, sharing private information, or other forms of digital abuse. In short, freedom of speech is about expressing ideas and opinions, while online bullying is about using those platforms to intentionally hurt others. The difference often comes down to intent and impact.
Okay. Now, tell me the difference with the Fair Use Act and online bullying.
All right, let's compare these two. Fair use is a legal concept that allows you to use copyrighted material without permission for purposes like commentary, criticism, news reporting, education, or parody. It's meant to promote creativity and free expression by allowing the use of existing content in certain ways, as long as it doesn't replace the original market or value of the work. Online bullying, meanwhile, involves using digital platforms to target, harass, or harm someone. It's not about using content for a broader purpose like education or commentary. It's about intentionally causing emotional distress or damage to someone's reputation. In essence, fair use is about lawful and often constructive use of material, while online bullying is about using digital communication to harm or intimidate others. They're fundamentally different in intent and application.
Okay, so now what if the person, you are spreading awareness on the person that you are talking about? How does that come into play?
If you're spreading awareness about someone's actions or behavior, a few key factors come into play. 1. Truth and evidence. If what you're sharing is factual and backed by evidence, it's less likely to be considered harassment. Public interest and the intent to inform or protect others can justify your actions. 2. Intent and tone. If your intent is genuinely to raise awareness about an important issue, like exposing harmful behavior, fraud, or misconduct, and you do it in a respectful and factual manner, it's more likely to be seen as legitimate advocacy rather than bullying. 3. Public figures versus private individuals. If the person is a public figure or their actions have a public impact, there's typically more leeway in discussing and critiquing their behavior. For private individuals, the line can be thinner, and extra care should be taken not to cross into personal attacks. 4. Avoiding harassment. Even if your intentions are good, repeatedly targeting someone in a way that could be seen as harassment or encouraging others to do so could blur the line into bullying territory. In short, if you're sticking to the truth, presenting it responsibly, and aiming to inform rather than harm, it's more likely to be seen as legitimate awareness raising rather than cyberbullying.
And you're never reaching out to the person, and they are constantly putting themselves in the position to be, let's say, stalked or harassed, but yet they, how do I put it, still cry that they're being attacked.
I get what you're saying. If someone is consistently putting themselves out there in a public or controversial way and then claims they're being attacked when people critique or expose their behavior, it can create a tricky situation. In that case, public exposure. If they are willingly making themselves a public figure or engaging in public behavior, they open themselves up to public scrutiny and criticism. This doesn't mean they deserve harassment, but it does mean that public discourse about their actions is more likely and often considered fair game. 2. Responsibility in reporting. Even if someone frequently claims victimhood, it's important to ensure that any awareness raising or criticism remains factual, not personal, and avoids crossing into harassment. 3. Balancing act. There's a fine line between holding someone accountable and engaging in behavior that could be perceived as bullying. Consistency in presenting facts and avoiding personal attacks is key. In these situations, the context and how you present the information matter a lot. It's crucial to stay grounded in truth and avoid engaging in behavior that could be interpreted as harassment, even if the person claims victimhood in response to legitimate criticism.
So what if the person is seeking out the people that they are claiming is stalking them?
If the person is actively seeking out the people they claim are stalking or harassing them, it can really muddy the waters. Here's how that factors in. 1. Mutual engagement. If they are initiating contact with the people they claim are stalking them, it can appear that they're not just a passive victim. This behavior might undermine their claims of harassment, especially if they are provoking or engaging with those individuals. 2. Credibility issues. By seeking out these individuals, the person might weaken their credibility when claiming victimhood. It could appear as though they are participating in or even escalating the conflict. 3. Perception of harassment. If someone claims harassment but keeps engaging with the alleged harassers, it can blur the lines and make it harder to distinguish who is the aggressor and who is the victim. 4. Context matters. Each situation is unique, but if someone repeatedly puts themselves in a position to interact with those they accuse of stalking or harassment, it complicates the narrative and could lead others to question the validity of their claims. Overall, if someone claims harassment but continues to engage with the supposed harassers, it can create a scenario where the lines between victim and participant become blurred, making it harder for others to take the harassment claims at face value.
Okay, is there anything else I should ask? This is ChatGPT for those that are asking, and I pay for the subscription for this, so I don't know if it's more different. Is it harassment to call out immoral or illegal acts? Is it harassment to call out immoral or illegal acts?
Calling out immoral or illegal acts typically isn't considered harassment if it's done in a factual, respectful way and serves a legitimate public interest. Here's why. 1. Public interest. Exposing wrongdoing, whether it's immoral or illegal, often falls under the umbrella of whistleblowing or advocacy, which is generally protected as free speech, especially if it benefits the public or brings important issues to light. 2. Intent and method. The key is in how you do it. If you're presenting evidence, sticking to facts, and not resorting to personal attacks, it's more likely to be seen as legitimate criticism or accountability rather than harassment. 3. Truth as a defense. When you're calling out someone for actual wrongdoings, truth is a strong defense. As long as your claims are truthful and supported by evidence, it's generally not considered harassment. 4. Avoiding personal attacks. The focus should remain on the actions or issues, not on attacking the person's character in a way that could be seen as malicious or vindictive. In short, shining a light on immoral or illegal acts is generally considered a form of accountability and not harassment, as long as it's done in a fair and factual manner.
Is there a way to tell if somebody is faking PTSD?
It's really tricky to determine if someone is faking PTSD because it's a complex and deeply personal condition. PTSD symptoms vary widely and can manifest in different ways, so it's not something that's easily proven or disproven without professional evaluation. Here's why it's complicated. 1. Symptom variation. PTSD symptoms can include flashbacks, avoidance, hypervigilance, mood changes, and more. People experience and express these symptoms differently. 2. Professional diagnosis. Only a mental health professional can diagnose PTSD after a thorough evaluation. They look for consistent patterns over time and assess how symptoms impact daily life. 3. Stigma and harm. Accusing someone of faking a mental health condition can be harmful and contribute to stigma. Even if someone's experience doesn't look like what we expect, it doesn't mean they're not struggling. 4. Seeking support. If there's concern about the legitimacy of someone's PTSD claims, it's best to encourage them to seek professional help rather than making judgments. In short, it's not appropriate or reliable to try to tell if someone is faking PTSD without professional expertise. It's more compassionate and effective to focus on supporting them and guiding them toward professional help if needed.
Can PTSD be diagnosed in one session?
Diagnosing PTSD usually takes more than one session. Here's why. Comprehensive assessment. PTSD diagnosis involves a detailed assessment of symptoms, the traumatic events, and how these symptoms affect daily life. This often requires multiple sessions to get a complete picture. 2. Symptom history. Clinicians need to understand the timeline and severity of symptoms, any co-occurring conditions, and how the symptoms impact different areas of life. This takes time and careful evaluation. 3. Rule out other conditions. Symptoms of PTSD can overlap with other mental health conditions like depression, anxiety disorders, or even medical issues. A thorough assessment helps rule out these other possibilities. Trust and report. Building a trusting relationship with a clinician often takes more than one session, which can be crucial for accurately discussing traumatic experiences and symptoms. While a clinician might identify possible PTSD in an initial session, a definitive diagnosis usually requires more comprehensive evaluation over multiple visits.
Can you tell me what it's like to have an Adderall psychosis? Or to be in Adderall psychosis?
Experiencing an Adderall psychosis can be intense and distressing. It typically happens when someone takes a high dose of Adderall, especially over a prolonged period, or if they're particularly sensitive to stimulants. Here's what it can feel like. 1. Hallucinations and delusions. People might see or hear things that aren't there, or develop strong, false beliefs. This can make them feel paranoid or convinced of things that aren't true. 2. Extreme anxiety and paranoia. There's often an overwhelming sense of fear or suspicion, even about people or situations that aren't threatening. This can lead to irrational behavior or extreme distrust of others. 3. Disorganized thinking. Thoughts can become scattered or racing, making it hard to focus or communicate clearly. It might feel like the mind is jumping rapidly from one idea to another without making sense. 4. Agitation and restlessness. There can be intense restlessness, irritability, or aggression. The person might feel unable to relax and may act impulsively. 5. Physical symptoms. Signs like a rapid heart rate, sweating, or tremors, adding to the feeling of being out of control. Overall, Adderall psychosis can be a frightening experience that requires